It's not important, so what's it going to be? The old castle or the waterfall? What are you most interested in? Not interested. Well, let's change the subject. Suit yourself. Are you sure you don't need me to guide you somewhere? Hey, listen. You know where the old bunker might be? The old bunker? Ah, I know what you're talking about. Unfortunately, I can't take you there, even though I know where it is. What do you mean? Explain. Well, as a matter of fact, a while ago, a detachment of strange men in blue armor passed through the mountain pass. I wanted to offer them my services, but they only shook their heads and went further, deep into the mountains. They didn't even stop for coffee in the caravanserai. I'll be honest with you, I followed them for a while. As it turned out, the detachment was heading straight for the old bunker, and on the way, they made a deal with the thugs from the old castle that they would not let anyone else approach the bunker. Presumably, these strange men in blue are still there doing hell knows what. But anyways, the passage to the bunker is closed as long as the inhabitants of the castle are guarding it. Otherwise, I could have taken you there for 100. That's quite the dilemma. Okay, thank you. And let me ask you something else. Oh, Cameroon. That girl's dad is a guard for one of the moonshiners for that one quest you have. Thank you so much. I've been wandering around asking every scavenger I come across, hey, what's your name? What do you do? What's your job? Where you going? Thinking it was one of those kind of quests. Oh, I am so happy I'm a simple man. It doesn't take much to put a smile on my face. My puppy and people and the help of strangers. What are you doing over there, Lukey? You sleeping? You want to come on over here? Come on over here. I'll give you a hug. I'll give you a hug. Come on, old buddy. Come on. It's okay. Come on over. Come on over. Come on over. Oh, and here's Lukey. He's my old doggy friend. He's my son's brother. He comes on the stream once in a while, especially if I have a snack that I haven't eaten. So, he's my buddy. Yes, get you that belly rub. He likes his back scratched right above his tail, where his tail is. It makes him happy. He's an old puppy. Unfortunately, he's that time of his life where it's the golden years, as they say. And he's a golden retriever, turning silver. He's so cute, though. Yes, he is. He's such a nice buddy. Except for when he licks my pillow and I'm about ready to go to bed. That really sucks. But that's why I have multiple pillow sheets that I wash on the regular. Oh, is there something over there you smell you want to eat? I don't think so, buddy. Listen, buddy, can you answer a couple of questions for me? Personality. All right, friend, ask ahead. Also, there's hidden checks throughout the game for some of your stats, and personality has been one of my major ones. So tell me about yours. Oh, and some other things. I know. I'm sorry, my mind flies all over the place. You can actually play this game without having to kill anybody, and go through the whole thing apparently, if you set your character up right. So it's kind of like Fallout 1 and 2, where you can do a non-violent playthrough, a violent playthrough, or they used to call it the stupid playthrough, where you had like just 2 INT and you couldn't only grunt at people. So that's another thing that they built into the game. You don't just have to play one way, which is shoot everything or kill everything. All right, tell me about yourself. I was an industrial climber before the war. I came here for work, and then boom, the bombs started to fall. I didn't realize that what was happening immediately. I was in the mountains at the time, but as soon as I did, well, I decided to stay. Not surprising. I sure the hell will as well. Tell me about this place. The caravanserai is a cozy place for the caravanners to rest. It is managed by the commandant, comrade, mech. Oh my god. Sorry, that sometimes scares the shit out of me. Hey, Cameroon, thank you for the follow and welcome to the pack, man. It is managed by the commandant, Comrade Mac Moldov. Of course, a lot of it screwed up things Of course, a lot of screwed up things have happened here as well, and pretty often, really, but still, I like it here. Happy to hear it. What else you got for us? Have you heard any rumors lately? People say that near KRZ there are a lot of slave traders. We, as well, get a lot of them. I've seen plenty of their convoy from hideout scum. What else can I say? They have no fear of God whatsoever. Here we have them as well. Can I ask you something else? So we got slavers up here, and slavers are kind of ass kickers for me still, because I kind of spec my people bad. So that's going to be fun. Oh! Hey, Githrander, thank you for the follow. How are you folks? How are you in Cameroon doing today? Whew. That sounds like a jump scare. What should I expect while I am here? Beautiful views, celebrious mountain climates, as well as monsters, wolves, gangsters, slave owners, drug dealers, just everyday normal things, but wrapped in a beautiful candy wrapper. Awesome! I mean, maybe we can get some new weapons and upgrades and everything. Let's change the subject. Okay. So, we know there's going to be a lot of not so nice people to deal with. His armor... Okay. Okay, I think we know what kind of armor that is. Alright, so we're supposed to talk to the head of the caravaner. See, Ivan Ivanovich from KRZ asked me to have a chat with Comrade Aduv, the caravanavissary. He must accept KRZ at least as his nominal leader in the wastes. So, alright. So we got, let's take a look at the land. Doesn't look like this will be their main hangout. I think this is just kind of like an introduction area. Let's talk to the young lady at the counter. Why I have my rifle in my hand. Oh, and here's a cool little fact. You know how these pictures, these are actually, some of these are pictures of backers for their Kickstarter that they use as their characters. And, you know, I thought that was really awesome. You know, you get your backers in the game and you use them as an asset to help develop your game. It gives it a little bit more personality too. I really do like to stylize the photos and whatnot that people used. Why, thank you both, Githrandir and Cameroon. Thank you for the stream, and I'm glad people are doing good today. It's a wonderful Saturday here where I'm at. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, so as always, we check to see if somebody's got gasoline. No. She's got milk, though. I like milk. I grew up with cows, so. A sumptuous, blushful woman is yawning and dusting crumbs and flies off the wooden bar. She looks bored, unhappy, and busy at the same time. Let's be honest, this sounds like a complicated combo. Having noticed you, she shakes her head and says a short but important sentence in a bitter tone. Oh. We don't have any vodka. Alrighty. I'm more interested in the prices of your rooms. Well, I'm sure you must have something. Let me see the menu. Barter. Success. Oh God, I am so tired of all of this. Alright, you get a discount, mister. Happy now? You should be. I don't just give discounts away, but it only applies to goods. The prices for our rooms are fixed. Perfect. I'd rather ask you some questions. Personality. Haha, alright, ask your questions, mister. I could use some entertainment around here while it's so quiet. Where do you get your produce from? Jesus, mister, it falls from the sky, of course. Have you heard of manna from heaven? Once a week I go outside with a bucket on my head to catch it. Your questions are stupid. From the traders, from the farmers' warehouse. I'm sorry, but she got me good on that. Touche, touche, young lady, touche. Well done. Oh, sarcasm, I see. Can you have another question? I'm gonna get it again. She's gonna give it to me again. Is it hard to do your job? You You know, you'd like me to bring you a second apron? Try and tell me, what kind of question is that? Hard? Not hard, only bad news travels easy. Well, you're right. May I ask you something else? I feel like I'm just setting myself up to be abused with each one of these questions. What's life like around here? Is it safe? Well, now that our humble canteen has such a strong guardian watching over, what safety issues can we possibly have? This question could make any gangster's brain overheat. I love it when people give me sass sometimes. What is the fresh gossip around here? Listen, mister, would you like me to put an old grandma scarf around your head? It's a very flattering accessory for people who enjoy gossip. I'm sure you'd look stunning. The woman puts her hands on her hips and starts loudly laughing at her own joke. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so that you don't leave empty-handed like Rivlin from Silesia, who tore our roof apart a couple of weeks ago. Some strange men passed through here. They spent the whole night studying an old military map. They were searching for this lost convoy. I have no idea what that thing is, but after your conversation, they went to the direction of the mountains. Lost convoy, you say? May I ask something else? Okay. 4. Nod silently and leave. Okay, cool. That was pretty fun. She got me good. I like that. Yeah. Sometimes you need people to let you know you kind of be asking some of the dumb questions. Or the silly ones. Alright. Let's take a look at this gentleman wearing armor. You see a bald, tough guy sitting in front of you. His hands are clenched in a clay cup with some kind of suspicious liquid. His body is safely covered by heavy armor. Having noticed you, the big guy lazily salutes you with 2 fingers and without blinking an eye takes a sip from his glass. Holy crap. Wait, does he have anything new though that I've never seen before? No. But he does have ammo. So I need those. I need that. That's 7. I got plenty of that. Alright, I don't have anything left to sell. Here, you can have some cans. Give me your ammo. Alright. Hello, driver. Are you interested in doing a little work? Because I can tell you that you're one hell of a guy. Well, nice to notice. Well, thank you for your kind words. What job are you talking about? It will suit you perfectly. There will be fighting, shooting, slashing involved. Nothing a real wastelander wouldn't like. It's a job for a real hunter, for a real man, not a boy. Sounds intriguing, but who are you? I am a merchant and an adventure seeker from the north. However, right now I'm not in the mood for any extra adventures. The man points to his right leg. You lower your gaze and involuntary shiver. His leg is covered with dirty, bloody bandages stained with yellow serosanguinous fluid. The skin underneath them is blue and covered in necrotic stains. Dude, you need to have that leg cut the hell off. Or you're going to lose everything. Yeah, that's how it is. I've been chewed up by some mutants. If my leg doesn't fall off, it will heal well. This isn't my first rodeo, but for now, the only thing I could do is sit here and sell things. And for this reason, I need some help from a traveling adventure. So let me guess, you need someone killed. Let's raise one eyebrow and straighten our shoulders. Fine, listen here. You see, this one fat cat from Trudograd had ordered a crown made entirely from wolf fangs. A crown? What does he even need it for? Whatever, it's not important. What is important is that I can get the required fangs myself. I need someone to get them for me. I need a hunter. Easy peasy. How many fangs do you need? Not that many. 30 should be more than enough, and let me be honest with you. Any fangs will do, because my client isn't able to tell the difference. What do you say? Oh, God. Sure. 30 fangs. I probably should have bartered with him first. Wait a second about these fangs you need. Why the hell no? Show me what you got. Okay, I'm not worried at all because I could tell from the very beginning that you can trust you completely. You won't let me down, and now we're looking to buy something. Sure, let's get the barter thing out of the way. Let me ask you some questions. Personality. Yeah, kill lots of wolves. Anything. I grew up with wolves, so it always makes me sad whenever a game has. My mom was really into wolves. She actually started a business and everything. And her, and when I mean wolves, I don't mean huskies because there's a difference. My mom actually was a wildlife rehabilitationist and was put in charge of rehabilitating a wild wolf after it was caught in a fur trapper's trap and it messed up its foot. So yeah, but yeah, I hate shooting them because man, Nikki was like huge too. I liked wolves. I like wolves. Well, I guess that's my channel set up after wolves. So I guess that was kind of obvious, isn't it? Now that I said that. How'd you end up here in Caravanserai? Okay, he already told us that. But let's see what we say. I walked here. Ha! Well, the same as everybody, I suppose. There isn't much to do in the north. It's a great place to be if you enjoy fighting gangsters and catching bullets. But if you're looking to survive, it's best to stay south, closer to KRZ. I'm not scared of danger, but I'm not willing to risk my life for nothing. You and me both. Let me ask you something else. I'm listening. What else do you do except for being a salesman? I make things and promise not to laugh. I'm an arm wrestler. Have you heard about arm wrestling? That's what I sometimes do for money. I have plenty of strength and endurance. Why don't you try it? The standard price is 100 rubles. I am a weakling. That's not going to work for me. Whew, you're quite the handyman, pun intended. One more question. Have you heard any interesting rumors floating around lately? People say that the political situation in the current central regions of the wasteland has become very complicated. I, however, think that it's really painfully simple. There's KRZ and there's Paragon. They don't like each other, keep pulling stunts on one another, especially KRZ, and that's it. This is story as old as time, like the USSR and the USSA. The USA. You are right. It's complicated. Let me ask you something else. Do you have any advice for me? I advise you to stay to rest in the wasteland more often. It's obvious that you know how to make a fire, so use that skill, and having an extra snack never hurts anybody. Wise words. Alright. We're done with you, buddy. So, this gentleman's been walking around and he's got clothes on. You see a tired old man in front of you. From time to time, he bends down in size and begins to sweep dust in a dusty tray with an old-fashioned bone brush. Having noticed you, the old man stands up straight and shoots an unhappy stare in your direction. All these adventurers walking around, go away, don't bother me. Not all of us are wandering the world without any purpose. Some of us need to work. That is so true. Alright, no need to get angry. I wouldn't call them old man or need to get angry. Dude's got a crazy look in his eye. The fat man with a mad gaze that's moving frantically from side to side is surprised when you approach him that he almost jumps up. Without wasting any time, he grabs your hand and starts talking quickly. Do you have gasoline? No. Hey dude, are you an adventure seeker by any chance? Listen up. Help me. Just help a man out. I'll make it worth your while. Officer's honor. And you will get good reputation among the members of the court. What officer? Of the Pancake and Syrup Army? That's Alexander the Worm. He's a funny guy. Not important. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about everything else later. So this is what you have to do. Wait a second. Let's talk first. I want to ask you a couple questions. What do I have to do? I'm intrigued. What is this court you're talking about? Where do you want to talk me up? Okay. Wait a second. Let's ask you a couple questions first. Well, if you insist, who are you even? I am Sasha Stansevich, a mailman to the people, of help to the everyday folk and a friend to the mice. I see. One more question. What are you doing here? I'm trying to catch my breath. The guys from the castle have made me a victim of persecution. They took away my client, but let's not talk about it anymore. Alright, that's up to you, man. How do you like this place? Does it float your boat? Some of the things my character says are just funny as hell and off the wall. It's okay. I don't feel at home here. And these eyes, it's these eyes. Eyes everywhere. Side glances. Uh-huh. Textbook paranoia. All right. Yes, it is. Do you happen to know any gossip? I want everyone to know that I'm a man of honor, even though they don't like me there. I must say that the old castle in the mountain pass of woes is a very interesting place, and the people there are wonderful and unique and dangerous. I will keep this in mind. One more question. Alright, let's change the topic. What is it that you wanted me to do? Oh wait, what is this court you're talking about? That's a good question, dude. The court of the High Majesty Pippin the Mice King. He lives under the old castle with his young princess and his entourage. Ah, if you could only see the parties they have there. The mice peasants bake cheese pies and puff pastries with russolas. Russolas? The mice chef cooks sparrow roast, stuffed pigeon, sprat and aspic with cheese. I hope you understand that things you describe are purely imaginary. Oh, now it makes sense. Let's talk about something else. Okay, we're going with one. Your corpulent, widely opens his eyes, covers his mouth with his hand, makes a loud shh sound. You fool, I know that. I'm not a kid, but how come you don't understand that if you start a rumor about something, it will sooner or later come true? Like this one drug dealer I know, an experienced man, Blue Phil. He introduced himself as Adam to all the cops in KRZ, and then one day some Adam feller just materializes out of nowhere with a knife, a jar full of acid, and a couple of questions to my buddy. Doesn't matter, so even if the Mice Kingdom doesn't exist, it will soon appear and they will find a way to shrink me and include me in the royal court. Don't you forget it. Or don't you get it. Imagine how long a bag of the devil weed would last me if I were the size of a mouse. That's your problem there. You're smoking too much of it. Gotta take that fine line. There's enjoyment, then you wind up losing the enjoyment and just become paranoid as hell. I would be able to get high every day until the day I retire. Oh, now it all makes sense, yes. Sure, the topic isn't the spot on in the entourage. It can be easily changed. Okay. Alright, what is it you want me to do? Satisfied with the fact that he is able to attract your attention, the fat man slaps you on the shoulder and starts telling you his story. So here it goes, dude. You see, I'm a postman. Get it? I am bringing mail to various people. I used to bring mail to the old castle as well when I had a client there. But the last time I brought his mail, I've gotten into a little misunderstanding with his friends. I had to run, and long story short, I've lost that important package near the castle. Can you go and look for it? I would have went myself, but I'm afraid that they will shoot me. After all, we had quite a fight. I will pay you an even grand. It's good money. Not a bad salary for a mailman. How come you have such money on to spend? I got it from my grateful client, so what's it gonna be? I can't promise you anything. If I find your package, I will return it to you. Bye. So I'm not sure really what's going on with him, so we're gonna do with that. Alright. An older gentleman, a bearded old man in a tubetekia, is sipping tea from a small porcelain mug and tapping his fingers on the surface of the table with a worried look. For a moment, his gaze lingers on you and the old man smiles politely. Welcome to... this is the person we were supposed to talk to. And so that works out. Welcome to the caravanserai. You can call me Old Man Makhmudov. Makhmudov? How can Old Man Makhmudov help you today, Aki? No, the real question is, how can I help the old man Makhmudov? Okay, let's do that first. Let's get his trust before we start springing him questions about he needs to submit authority to somebody else. Okay, he just... okay, number one is no. The real question is, how can I help the old man? Sure. Okay, let's do that. Oh, well, aren't you nice? You Maybe you could indeed help me, Aki. We have a problem that you might think is small and insignificant, however, we find it pretty disturbing. Come on, spill it. Is a reason why I brought this all up. You see, our cook has one missing, arson. But he isn't just a regular cook. Oh no, that was the best cook in all the gorge. He was the favorite man for the caravanners, adventurers, and mercenaries who pass through our inn. Now that he's not here, people start looking for alternative ways through the mountains. It may sound funny, but while traveling, good food does wonders for the morale. That is true. I've gone out of my way to get some good sandwiches in my time. How did he disappear? Well, I remember him being somewhat of a weird for quite some time, smiling for no reason, whistling to himself, behaving in a suspicious way. Maybe got into the habit of smoking weeds. Sounds like he's in love. What if he's dead? What happens next? That's bad. That's really bad. But I don't think he's dead. Arson was acting so strange in these past few days. I'm sure something isn't right here. This calls for a thorough investigation. How did he disappear? Well, I remember him being somewhat weird for quite some time, smiling for no reason, whistling to himself. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. All right, I'll see what I can do. Yes, Aki, please do that. Find our poor Arson, and better yet, bring him back to us. Our lives will be miserable without his cooking. Let me ask a few questions first. Tell me about the Caravanserai. This building is much older than the one might think. I heard that it's about 500 years old, and it was built during the rule of Shah Butcherbot because his troops needed a constant supply of provisions. And this caravanserai was built for the merchants traveling to do business with his army. Surprisingly enough, even now after the apocalypse, it's still fulfilling almost the same purpose. Wow, what a great historical overview. May I ask you something else? The mountain was a past. What's the place like? If it weren't for the wild animals, robbers, and those bandits that took over the old castle, this world would have been a real paradise. The untouched nature, amazing Zagromesk waterfalls with its red waters, and according to the rumors there is an abandoned bunker somewhere in the mountains. However, I can't know for sure. What an interesting place. Can I ask you something else? What's the news around here? Well, a land surveyor has showed up recently. He's waiting for an official permit to pass KRZ. I've heard that you let your land surveyors walk around freely, but not us. We are a simple folk. Here we think it's an important and well-respected profession. We can't just let him go like that. The roads are dangerous after all. Well, that's harsh but fair. What else you got on it? Any local rumors? They say that before the war, the government was conducting secret experiments in the area that spans from our gorge up to the Dead City. Is it terrifying to imagine what were they studying there? Terrifying and unnecessary. After all, so many years have passed. All right. So, listen. Nope, I'm not going to ask. Listen, Makmudov. Been sent to you from KRZ. Nope. Could you answer a couple questions? All right, cool. All right. So the cook. Let's talk to our young sassy lady and see if she has anything. Wanted to ask you a couple more questions. Okay, nope. All the same stuff. This gentleman here, can we talk to you, old grumpy gentleman? Alright, you already told me get the hell lost. This... Okay. Let's take a look what we got. I have he has a scorpion and a TT pistol. She seems to be in a dress. These guys kind of look weird, to be honest. And they're in bulletproof vests, so that could be a serious fight. And they have 196 freaking hit points, so they're probably guards. Let's see. Does the door open? As soon as you enter the room, you notice an old acquaintance of yours. Wait, what? If it isn't the hustler, Artmiev himself, the man who sent the mercenaries to end the former chairman of Otradonia, Comrade Kovalev. Artmiev has also recognized you. David, she has something. Okay. If things work out, I'm killing this guy. Because he's a jackass. And he killed an old man in a car. Hey! The friend from Kovalyov's. Without saying anything, he grabs the woman standing next to him and puts his gun to her head.